Have you ever felt trapped by your fears, unable to move forward in life? Fear can be a powerful force that holds us back from reaching our full potential. But what if there was a way to break free from its grip and find balance in your mental and emotional state? In this video, we'll explore the antidote to the dangers of fear and discover how to achieve equilibrium in our minds and hearts. Fear is a natural human emotion that has played a crucial role in our survival as a species. It's our body's way of alerting us to potential dangers and preparing us to respond. However, in today's world, where many of our fears are not tied to immediate physical threats, this emotion can become more of a hindrance than a help. Let's start by understanding the nature of fear. At its core, fear is a protective mechanism designed to keep us safe. When we encounter a perceived threat, our body goes into fight or flight mode, releasing stress hormones like adrenaline and cortisol. This response can be life-saving in genuinely dangerous situations, but it can also be triggered by non-life-threatening events, leading to chronic stress and anxiety. Fear comes in many forms, and it's important to recognize the different types we might encounter. Some common fears include the fear of failure, fear of rejection, fear of the unknown, fear of change, and fear of not being good enough. These fears can manifest in various aspects of our lives, affecting our relationships, career choices, and personal growth. For example, the fear of failure might prevent someone from pursuing their dreams or taking risks that could lead to great rewards. The fear of rejection could stop a person from forming meaningful connections or expressing their true selves. The fear of the unknown might keep someone stuck in a comfortable but unfulfilling situation, never exploring new opportunities. When left unchecked, fear can have serious consequences on our mental and physical well-being. Chronic fear and anxiety can lead to a host of health issues, including increased blood pressure, weakened immune system, digestive problems, and sleep disturbances. Mentally, it can cause depression, panic attacks, and a general sense of unease that permeates all aspects of life. Moreover, living in a constant state of fear limits our personal growth and happiness. It keeps us in a narrow comfort zone, preventing us from experiencing new things, meeting new people, and expanding our horizons. Fear can become a self-fulfilling prophecy, where our avoidance of feared situations reinforces the belief that they are truly dangerous or unmanageable. So, how do we break free from this cycle of fear? The first step is understanding our fears. This requires honest self-reflection and a willingness to look beneath the surface of our emotions. Ask yourself, what am I really afraid of? Where does this fear come from? Is it based on past experiences or future worries? Often, our fears are rooted in deep-seated beliefs or past traumas. By identifying these underlying causes, we can begin to address them more effectively. Keep a fear journal, noting down when you feel afraid and what triggers those feelings. Over time, you may start to see patterns emerge, giving you valuable insights into your fear response. Once we've identified our fears, the next step is challenging fearful thoughts. Our minds can be our own worst enemies, constantly feeding us negative and catastrophic scenarios. But we have the power to question these thoughts and reframe them in a more positive light. When a fearful thought arises, pause and ask yourself, is this thought based on facts or assumptions? What evidence do I have to support or refute this thought? What would I tell a friend if they were having this thought? By questioning our fears, we can often see that they're not as well-founded as we initially believed. Positive self-talk is a powerful tool in combating fear. Replace negative thoughts with more balanced and encouraging ones. Instead of thinking, I'm going to fail miserably, try, this is challenging, but I'm capable of learning and improving. With practice, this positive self-talk can become a habit, helping to build resilience against fear. Building emotional resilience is crucial in maintaining balance in the face of fear. Emotional resilience is the ability to adapt to stressful situations and bounce back from adversity. It's not about eliminating fear entirely, but rather developing the strength to face it head-on. One way to build resilience is through self-care. This includes taking care of your physical health through regular exercise, a balanced diet, and adequate sleep. It also means nurturing your mental health through activities that bring you joy and relaxation, whether that's reading, painting, gardening, or spending time in nature. Practicing gratitude is another powerful tool for building resilience. Take time each day to reflect on the things you're thankful for, no matter how small. This shift in focus can help put your fears into perspective and remind you of the positive aspects of your life. Now let's talk about practical steps to face your fears. One effective approach is gradual exposure. This involves slowly and systematically exposing yourself to the things you fear in a controlled and safe manner. Start with small, manageable steps and gradually work your way up to more challenging situations. For instance, if you have a fear of public speaking, you might start by speaking up more in small group settings, then progress to giving a short presentation to a few colleagues, and eventually work your way up to larger audiences. Each small success builds confidence and proves to your brain that the feared situation is manageable. Setting small, achievable goals is another important strategy. Break down your larger fears into smaller, more manageable pieces. Celebrate each small victory along the way, no matter how minor it may seem. These successes accumulate over time, building your confidence and proving that you're capable of overcoming your fears. Mindfulness practices can be incredibly helpful in managing fear and anxiety. Mindfulness involves focusing on the present moment without judgment. It helps us step back from our racing thoughts and observe our fears without getting caught up in them. Simple mindfulness exercises, like deep breathing or body scans, can be done anywhere and at any time. When you feel fear rising, take a few deep breaths, focusing on the sensation of the air moving in and out of your body. This can help ground you in the present moment and prevent your mind from spiraling into worst-case scenarios. Meditation is another powerful mindfulness tool. Regular meditation practice can help reduce anxiety, improve emotional regulation, and increase self-awareness. Even just a few minutes of meditation each day can make a significant difference in how you handle fear and stress. Creating a strong support system is crucial in managing fear and maintaining emotional balance. Surround yourself with positive influences, people who encourage and uplift you rather than feed into your fears. Share your struggles with trusted friends or family members. Sometimes, simply voicing our fears out loud can help diminish their power over us. Don't hesitate to seek professional help if your fears become overwhelming. A therapist or counselor can provide valuable tools and strategies for managing fear and anxiety. They can also help you work through any underlying issues that may be contributing to your fears. Finding balance between logic and emotion is key to managing fear effectively. While our emotions are valid and important, they don't always reflect reality accurately. Learning to integrate rational thinking with emotional awareness can help us respond to fear in a more balanced way. When faced with a fearful situation, try to step back and look at it objectively. What are the facts of the situation? What's the worst that could happen, and how likely is that outcome? What's a more realistic expectation? By balancing our emotional response with logical analysis, we can often find a middle ground between caution and courage. As you work on managing your fears, it's important to celebrate your progress. Acknowledge and appreciate each step forward, no matter how small. Did you face a fear today, even if it was just in a small way? That's worth celebrating. Keeping track of these victories can help maintain your motivation and reinforce the positive changes you're making. Overcoming fear is not about becoming fearless. It's about developing the courage and resilience to face your fears and move forward despite them. It's an ongoing process, and there will be setbacks along the way. Be patient and kind to yourself as you navigate this journey. Developing healthy coping mechanisms is crucial for long-term fear management. This might include regular exercise, which can help reduce stress and anxiety. It could involve creative outlets like art or music, which allow you to express and process your emotions. Or it might be about developing a regular relaxation routine like yoga or Tai Chi. Creating a personalized plan for ongoing emotional balance is also important. This plan should be tailored to your specific needs and circumstances. It might include daily mindfulness practices, weekly check-ins with a supportive friend, or monthly sessions with a therapist. The key is to find what works for you and make it a consistent part of your life. Managing fear is not about eliminating it entirely from your life. Fear, in appropriate doses, can be a motivator and a protector. The goal is to find a balance where fear doesn't control your life, but rather serves as one of many tools you use to navigate the world. We've explored the nature of fear and its potential dangers when left unchecked. We've discussed strategies for understanding and challenging our fears, building emotional resilience, and taking practical steps to face what scares us. We've talked about the importance of mindfulness, support systems, and finding balance between logic and emotion. And we've emphasized the importance of celebrating progress and developing long-term strategies for fear management. Now it's time for you to take the first step. Every journey begins with a single step, and the journey to managing your fears is no different. Start small. Choose one fear you'd like to work on and apply one of the strategies we've discussed. It might feel uncomfortable at first, but with time and practice, you'll find yourself becoming more confident and balanced. You have the power within you to face your fears and find balance in your mental and emotional state. It won't always be easy, but it will be worth it. As you move forward, remember that fear doesn't have to control your life. You can learn to coexist with it, to use it when it's helpful, and to set it aside when it's not. Your fears don't define you. They're just one part of your complex, beautiful, human experience. By learning to manage them effectively, you open yourself up to a world of possibilities. You free yourself to pursue your dreams, to form deep connections, to take risks, and to live life to its fullest. So, are you ready to take that first step, to start your journey towards a more balanced, fear-managed life? Remember, you don't have to do it alone. Reach out for support when you need it. Celebrate your victories and be patient with yourself along the way. As you move forward, keep in mind that managing fear is a skill, and like any skill, it improves with practice. There will be good days and bad days, times when you feel on top of the world, and times when your fears seem overwhelming. That's all part of the process. The important thing is to keep moving forward, one step at a time. Consider starting a fear management routine. This could involve setting aside time each day for mindfulness practices, journaling about your fears and progress, or engaging in activities that boost your confidence. Consistency is key in building new habits and rewiring your brain's response to fear. It's also important to regularly reassess your fears and your strategies for managing them. As you grow and change, so too might your fears and the most effective ways of dealing with them. Be open to trying new techniques and adjusting your approach as needed. Setbacks are a normal part of the process. If you find yourself overwhelmed by fear again, don't see it as a failure. Instead, view it as an opportunity to apply what you've learned and to continue growing. Each time you face your fears, you're building strength and resilience, even if it doesn't feel like it at the moment. As you work on managing your fears, you might find that other areas of your life start to improve as well. You might feel more confident at work, more open in your relationships, or more willing to try new experiences. This is the ripple effect of facing your fears. It can positively impact every aspect of your life. It's also worth noting that as you become more adept at managing your own fears, you may find yourself better equipped to help others with theirs. Your experiences and the strategies you've learned can be valuable tools in supporting friends or family members who are struggling with their own fears. You are stronger than your fears. You have the power to choose how you respond to them. By understanding your fears, challenging fearful thoughts, building emotional resilience, and taking practical steps to face what scares you, you can create a life of balance and fulfillment. Your journey to managing fear and finding balance is unique to you. Trust in your ability to grow, adapt, and overcome. Every step you take, no matter how small, is a victory. You have within you everything you need to face your fears and create the life you desire. So what will your first step be? How will you begin to address your fears and work towards a more balanced mental and emotional state? The choice is yours, and the possibilities are endless. You have the power to shape your relationship with fear and, in doing so, to shape your life. Remember, The goal isn't to eliminate fear entirely, but to develop a healthy relationship with it. To use it as a tool when it's helpful, and to set it aside when it's not. To find that sweet spot where you're neither recklessly fearless nor paralyzed by fear, but rather courageously moving forward despite your fears. As you leave this video, carry with you the knowledge that you are capable of facing your fears. You have the strength within you to find balance and peace, even in the face of what scares you. Trust in yourself, be patient with your progress, and keep moving forward. Your future self will thank you for the courage you show today.